Hello everyone and welcome back to another book review. First of all, if you are new here, I post new book reviews almost every single day on both fiction and non-fiction books. So if you're looking to follow some book reviews or if you just want to get some reading inspiration, then feel free to stick around. Today I'm going to be reviewing volume 37 in a manga series that I have been reading for a while, Haikyu. This is what the cover looks like, and I thought the cover was very, very pretty on this volume. I also appreciate that the library didn't put stickers of their name and barcode on the cover of it. Some libraries, all libraries of course mark their books, but some libraries have a habit of putting stickers with their library names on the front of these beautiful manga covers, and it kind of makes me sad when they do that. So I'm glad the library that I got this from did not do that. The cover is very beautiful. It has some members of the newcomer team, and we're going to talk about what happened in this because this was a very good volume. I loved volume 37. I really enjoyed this volume. I really enjoyed reading it, and I like the way the series is advancing. So up to this point, we have been following the Karasuno High School team. This is a boys volleyball team playing in the Tokyo Spring Tournament. Particularly, we're following Hinata, who is a shorter volleyball player who wants to aspire to be a great volleyball player with the ability to fly or to jump really, really high. They're making their way through the tournament, and they're currently playing newcomer, which is one of their rival teams. This is a team they've played many times before and they haven't been able to beat, but this is a do or die moment for them. They have to beat newcomer if they want to advance in the tournament. So they're going to make that happen. Newcomer is the master of defense. No matter how hard Karasuno attacks or tries to get a point, newcomer can always counter them, and this has been incredibly frustrating. But in volume 36, we see Karasuno win a set against them, which is going to push this volleyball game into set 3. So now whoever wins this set wins the entire game. Both sides are exhausted from the previous 2 sets, but we are seeing these teams play to the best of their ability. In volume 37, we have the conclusion of this game, and I am going to explain how that kind of plays out. I think newcomer, well, I don't think, okay, let's back up. Newcomer won set 1, and they should have had this momentum on their side. However, Karasuno really got some momentum going in set 2, and that momentum, as well as a few lucky breaks, just kind of continued with the momentum through set 3, and they wind up taking set 3. The showing up, the momentum just carried them through in a way that I feel like I haven't seen before. I feel like things just got going and things got going well. The offense, the defense, all of that just kept flowing for Karasuno, and as a result, they wind up winning against newcomer, which is the first time they have ever beaten their rivals in like modern times. They've played, these teams have a rivalry that's much older, but these current teams have played each other in practice games before, and Karasuno has never come out on top. I do have to say that Hinata had so much momentum going that he didn't even realize that they had won set 3. When the final point was won for set 3, Hinata just moved to rotation. He tried to call someone to serve, and he didn't realize that they had already won because the momentum had just been going for so long. I feel like this is another huge point in their steps moving forward because they've beaten the powerhouse team that was scheduled or not planned or scheduled, but favored to win the tournament. And now they've also beaten their old rival who they have struggled to beat in the past. So I feel like these two things have both provided an edge to Karasuno, and they have a lot of momentum going into their next games, which there are next games. They are on day 3 of a tournament, and on this day the teams have to play 2 games. So in the past days they've only had to play 1 game, but today they're having to play 2 games. So they can't just go back, rest, refresh, and get ready for tomorrow. They have to stay warmed up because they need to go into another game. However, the author is giving us a little bit of a breather, and he's putting another game in the middle so that we can kind of catch our breath and be a little less stressed over Karasuno's performance while we watch this other game with players that we do know and are familiar with play out. We are watching the Mujinazaka versus Fukuradani team, and they're playing in this tournament, and we're watching them. The author, I think, is using this to get some spacing in the book, so we're not just watching Karasuno play and then Karasuno play and then Karasuno play and keeping the stress level high the entire time. I think he's using this game to kind of break things up and space things out. So once Karasuno beats newcomer in volume 37, they do not play again that day in this book. They do play again that day, but we're going to have to wait for another volume. Instead, it goes into this breather game where we can watch and enjoy some volleyball without having the stakes feel so high because the team that we're watching isn't playing at that moment. And I think that's a good choice on the author's part to give us some breathing space and some breathing room while we wait for the next game that Karasuno will be playing on day 3 in the Tokyo Spring Tournament. I really enjoyed volume 37. I thought it was really well done. I'm waiting for my volumes 38, 39, and 40 to come in from other libraries so I can read them and continue the series. However, if you have read this volume or the series up to this point, please let me know what you thought about it. I love to hear it. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.